This is The Scoop for Wednesday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Many homeowners in the Big Bend coast are facing a choice: rebuild or let go. The area has been struck for the third time in 13 months by a hurricane. In some areas, 90% of the structures are destroyed. Many were uninsured. The Federal Emergency Management Agency is now on the ground in some of those places, and FEMA's Colt Hagmeyer says help is available to a point.
So I think our current cap is around $42,500 for home repair, home replacement assistance. There's the same cap actually for personal property and other needs.
FEMA does not cover the full value of homes destroyed. Residents in Hernando, Hillsborough, Manatee, Pasco, Pinellas, and Sarasota can apply either online at disasterassistance.gov, through the FEMA mobile app, or toll-free at 800-621-FEMA. The Florida Department of Health in Pasco County says there are significant health risks associated with flooding. Brittany Marins is the Epidemiology and Community Health Promotions Program Manager.
Some of the stuff that we kind of are concerned about, especially after a hurricane when there is major flooding, is when people are cleaning up debris, getting scratched on things that they don't see maybe underneath the water. And if there's bacteria in that water, it can cause an infection.
Marin says if there is still standing water while you're cleaning up, make sure you're wearing something to protect your feet. And once you finish cleaning things, wash your hands. Marin says any food that came into contact with floodwater should be discarded because you cannot be sure what seeped into it. The DOH says any items soaked with floodwaters that can't be cleaned or dried completely within 24 to 48 hours should be disposed of to prevent mold. The agency says other ways to prevent mold exposure are to open all doors and windows when removing wet or moldy items, scrub wet surfaces with detergent and water, and remove visible mold before repainting or caulking. Governor Ron DeSantis says with things going so well in Florida, he's now prepared to share resources with other states to help with their search and rescue efforts. The governor has deployed emergency resources to North Carolina and Tennessee, where officials are still searching for victims amid the mud and debris. DeSantis is calling it Operation Blue Ridge.
People that have been in that part of the country know it's difficult. The roads are not easy, and in a normal day, now you've got a lot of damage. A lot of the bridges are out. So we've already been making a difference.
In a social media post yesterday, DeSantis says a convoy of Florida Department of Transportation staff and heavy equipment, including 7,500 feet of temporary bridges, was sent to North Carolina to help with roadway repairs. President Joe Biden will survey the devastation in North and South Carolina as rescuers continue their search for anyone still unaccounted for since Hurricane Helene ripped through the southeast. The death toll is at least 166. Pinellas Sheriff's Office says Helene's death toll has risen to at least 11 people in the county. Most of the victims were in their homes on the beaches and appeared to have drowned when the storm surge hit. The Florida Department of Health in Pasco County has confirmed human cases of locally acquired dengue. Brittany Marins is with the agency. She says anytime there is standing water, not just after a hurricane or flooding event, there are concerns for mosquito-borne illnesses. But Marins says there are ways to protect yourself against the pesky insects.
Covering up, pants, long sleeves, that kind of thing to protect themselves from mosquito bites.
The mosquito-borne illness, dengue fever, can be a painful, debilitating disease, but is rarely fatal. The DOH says symptoms can include a sudden onset of fever, severe headache, eye pain, muscle and joint pain, and bleeding. There's currently no treatment or vaccine. The National Weather Service says to expect showers and thunderstorms today from 2 to 11. Your high is near 89 and overnight low is near 74. Tomorrow, expect mostly sunny skies with showers and possible thunderstorms after 2 o'clock with a high near 90. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines on 88.5 and the WMNF app. It's 6:36. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.